Thank you, Wanda, for your hard work. And then I think that says Vivian. It's kind of hard to even zoomed in. Honestly, it kind of looks like Yuna. Trying to see if there's anything in any of the pockets. Can I turn it upside down and jostle something out of it? I feel like that has to be Vivian. Okay. Interesting. Can I use the Slim Jim? No, because it's just saying open. So I don't have the right tool on me. Okay. And then that won't let me open it because it's the whole thing. And then I presume that this would have been Derek's room. Derek, yep. Can I keep this? Can I keep this? No, apparently I cannot. Okay. Typewriter. What were we typing? Dear Father, how's everything going? And that is the letter. Friday, January 12th, 1990. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course, that isn't true. So we had a competition and Trisha was our referee. We set the goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finishing line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing. Even though Scott was the one bleeding, I think I'm hurting more than him. Wednesday, March 14th, 1990. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary, and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. Sunday, April 1st, 1990. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Cemetery? I know how to say cemetery. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it up in 10 years. Wednesday, May 16th, 1990. Sorry, I'm just going to double back. It just said a big stone in the cemetery. I also presume I'm going to need a shovel. I blanked on the word shovel. Wednesday, May 16th, 1990. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook on her birthday. Thursday, June 28th, 1990. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for Mom next time. Saturday, September 29th, 1990. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine, so off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those were and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there, frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I ever ran in my life. I don't know if that's an important note to make. Along the river, there's a nest in the drain hole that has some eggs, which means there could be something else in the drain hole. You know what? Yeah, okay. Making the notes. Time capsule. Buried near Big Rock. In cemetery. And drain hole near river with nest. Monday, November 5th, 1990. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself hunting in the back of the woods playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in and our jobs. I just miss the time when we were young and carefree. I would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Sunday, December 23rd, 1990. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? I can't do anything with those chests. Okay. Oh, why did I stop moving? Okay. So this is still Silver Lake. I don't have a key. But it's 31 around here? 39? $30? 32? 35, 33? Just so I can kind of figure out where I might be going if I do find a key to Bernard's. This doesn't have a number. I cannot go in. Ah, there's 31. Okay, okay. Where I am not able to go in. It's locked. That makes sense. Okay. Right. I'm like, where was I going? I was supposed to be going back to the church. Which, now I also have the... Sorry, another vehicle for me to potentially Slim Jim. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. I want to go back to the cemetery as well. And see if I can at least find the big rock. I presume I'm going to need a shovel for it. Oh, it's probably over there. I can't get over there yet. Oh, unless this is what this key is for. No. Chest says I don't... Huh! The wind is so loud. Okay. That's fine. The cemetery is right beside the church. Now I'm just gonna go over here. And then I have the chest box, which I think is this. We're gonna find out. Excellent. Key. Key to a basement. Oh, my favorite kind of keys. Dear Patrick, St. Patrick Orphanage, February 2nd, 1994. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face, so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. I'd be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. My baby boy, 1975. It said something. A blanket with moon stars and my baby boy text in the... Okay. Can't pick that up. Can't pick that up. Nope, that's that. Okay. Oh, nope. Read it. Tuesday, November 30th, 1993, I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? That makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. Thursday, December 2nd, 1993, I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Wednesday, December 8th, 1993, I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently, he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. Monday, December 13th, 1993. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow, I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. Saturday, December 18th, 1993. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Shortly after, she left Painscreek. No one has heard of her since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. Is there a shovel in here? Is there anything else in here? There is the key to a basement. Hooray. Oh, right. That doesn't have a lock. It's like blocked from the other side, though. No, I'm thinking about the hospital. Okay, it says locked, but I can't... Is there a... Interesting. Okay. So it's not this basement, then. I do have another key that had a cross on it. Right, that was Scott's room. Bathroom. Oh, the desk was locked, I think. Oh, it's not a key lock. It's a... that. I don't have very many of those. I found like 2 or 3 of those sorts of codes. Can't read the book that looks like it's on display on this prayer table. That seems sus. Your diary, Father Matthew Brooks. January 16th, 1975. A few months have passed since I arrived here. The missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't received any reply yet, the World Health Organization. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? March 3rd, 1975. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I would be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. September 16th, 1975. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. Oh, January. For a second, I thought we were in September. Got out of September and went back. But no, I forgot. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Apparently, I've just completely lost my ability to read. September 19th, 1975. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. December 29th, 1975. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. I was kind of hoping that it was going to say something about Calvin's birthday. This one maybe? This is also Father Matthew. February 25th, 1971. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call Mom and Dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I will come to realize it. May 2nd, 1971. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. It is also just dawning on me, when we were in the mansion, I read the thing about how, like, this was a suggestion by Matthew, and it was supposed to be her cousin, and then I think it was Dorothy's, or it might have even been Mary Martinez, who wrote that they thought that Matthew might have been interested in Sophia. I am literally just now putting together that it was Father Matthew. Without the father in front of it, I'm like, Matthew, yeah, cool, who's Matthew? That's who Matthew. Father Calvin always said we need to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. August 10th, 1971. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. October 27th, 1971. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out here. This is definitely one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the Little Big Books. Okay, so Sophia was also an orphan? O'Malley's and Associates Attorneys at Law. 46 Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son. Medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Sincerely, Brendan O'Malley. Emerald State Bank. Donation from the Roberts family. Payment for church maintenance. Check from car dealership. This is all in 1995. Sunday tipping. Hosting community potluck. First payment fee for Scott's lawyers. Sunday tipping. Roof fixing. Cemetery maintenance service. Sunday second payment for the lawyers, $3,000. Goodness gracious. Pilgrimage traveling fee. Youth program finance. Okay. Oh. Would I have been able to go? I did. No. That was Silver Lake. 32 Silver Lake Boulevard that I found. Because that should be open. The postal center? Maybe? I have the account number. Is that important? Am I going to be able to access some additional documents? Be interesting. I don't know. Okay. Okay. And then this goes back out here. Oh, got stuck on the railing. Got stuck on many railing. Okay, Painscreek map. So that's Silver Lake. Black Pine Road was there, so 32 Black Pine Road. I gotta go all the way over yonder. Moon Cafe. Can I go in the Moon Cafe? No. No, I cannot. Because that's where Mary Martinez came from. And apparently that's where Matthew and Sophia used to hang out at. So I'd like to go in there. This is Black Pine Road. Okay. Oh. And there's the Postal Service. Sorry, we're closed. So I can't go in there. Okay. What do I have? Oh, right, the basement key. It belongs to Scott. Was there a basement at the cabin? Back to the cabin. Okay. Okay. Ah, good, great. Okay, yep, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, that's the... No, that may not be the water heater that I had found. Is this the cabinet? Yup. Oh, good, it's just... Okay. 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 Nothing in there. I do see the diary over there. I just... I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Monday, February 14th, 1994. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I had hoped that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. Friday, February 18th, 1994. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. Tuesday, April 19th, 1994. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. Saturday, September 23rd, 1994. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. Wednesday, September 28th, 1994. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of ER and is recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hardworking young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A light broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby wall. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the accident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life, and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. The hidden truth was the achievement that I just unlocked. This is good. Get me out of this basement. She's gonna be out here, isn't she? Okay, she's not out here. This is good. This is good.